Yo guys, what is up? This is Harry Talks Movies and TV, and this is my review for The Grey Man. So I watched The Grey Man, the new Chris Evans, Ryan Gosling movie that released on Netflix, and I want to start by saying I was really excited for this movie. It's directed by Anthony and Joe Russo, who directed both Captain America: Winter Soldier and Captain America: Civil War, and they directed Infinity War and Endgame. So I was excited for that. I knew Chris Evans was in this. I knew Ryan Gosling was in this. Obviously, Ana de Armas is in this. So yeah, it on paper, it sounds like it would be a great film. It's a spy thriller, or it's supposed to be a spy thriller, and so yeah, on paper it seems like it would be great, and I was really excited for it. But then last week, some reviews started coming in, and they were not great. But like I've seen movies where the reviews weren't great, and I ended up loving the movie. So I was like, okay, these reviews aren't great, and Netflix does have a track record of not being very good in terms of their movies. So I think I'll give it a shot, and hopefully it turns out good. So I watched it, and honestly, I was really disappointed. It's just, this movie felt like it tried to be a thriller, like a really exciting thriller, but it thriller action, but it just wasn't. It felt like it had the elements that were supposed to be there, but it never paid off. And I think the promise of this movie was Ryan Gosling versus Chris Evans in like an epic rivalry, and I was like, oh yeah, hell yeah, that's gonna be awesome. And it didn't turn out to be that. Like, I think there will have a little bit of spoilers in this video, nothing major, but there isn't really anything major to spoil, but nothing major, just minor spoilers. Like Chris Evans' character, for example, he's just, we get like two or three scenes with him and Gosling. I don't even remember the characters' names in in combat and like together. It's like, this is supposed to be an epic cat and mouse game and an awesome rivalry, but we didn't really get that. It was just a lot of Evans, or I think a lot of Lloyd Evans' character sitting in a room, like looking at monitors with a bunch of agents tracking him. Where is he? Oh, shoot him, like that kind of stuff. Like, it was never really him that was doing it, and when it was just like really brief. Like, there was one encounter where he pushes him up against the wall, and then a grenade drops, and then that's it. Yeah, so I'm disappointed with that, honestly, and I don't know. I don't know what they could have done to fix it. I think they just needed to lean more into I know I just started a little bit, I apologize. They needed to lean more into the rivalry, and they needed to have more sort of, I know I keep saying rivalry, but they needed more depth between the two of those characters' dynamics together. They didn't really seem like they knew each other that well, or obviously they didn't know each other, but they didn't really seem like they were that sort of invested with each other. Like, I felt like this movie was going to be like them being obsessed with each other, like not in like a weird way, but they're obsessed with killing each other or something, or they're obsessed with just bettering the other. But it just was never that, and it just fell flat for me. Honestly, I felt like the acting was, other than Chris Evans, which I think Chris Evans actually did, like, he did a pretty good job actually making the character like fun. But Gosling was, in my opinion, he was like, I like Ryan Gosling. In my opinion, he was pretty bland. It was just, he was disappointing. Ana de Armas she was okay. I felt like there was a part that I really liked, and there was the part where Ryan Gosling's character and Ana de Armas' character were fighting some guy in like I think it's in like a hospital, and that fight scene, I thought that was actually really cool. And then I started to like Gosling and Ana de Armas' character dynamic. I liked the way the characters interacted a lot, and I was thinking, they could have done a lot more with this, but they didn't. They just gave us brief hints of stuff that could have been great. The action, of course, was great. It's the Russo brothers. If they're good at one thing, they're good at action. And I love the Russo brothers. I love all four of their Marvel movies. Like, there's stuff outside of Marvel I have not been a big fan of. Cherry wasn't very good. I didn't see Extraction. I heard it was okay. 21 Bridges apparently was not very good. And this apparently now is not very good, you know. And I was really excited for this movie, so it's really disappointing to me. So yeah, it's just disappointing, you know. I know I'm just saying that a lot in this review, but I'm not very enthusiastic about it. Like, it was just could have been something so much better and so much more entertaining, but it wasn't, you know. Even the relationship between the girl, I don't even know her name either. God, even the relationship between the girl and Gosling, it felt very cliched. This movie is full of cliches, like just a lot of CIA, a lot of spy cliches, where like, oh, I'm not going to get into them, but it's just, if you watch the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. And even the relationship with the girl and Gosling's character was a little bit, you know, I thought it was cute, but it just wasn't. It just felt flat. It fell flat for me. A lot of the movie just fell flat. There's one part that I did actually really like of the movie, and but it was completely undercut 10 seconds later. It was the fight at the end between Gosling and Evans. I thought that was really cool, and it was obviously very well done. And I was like, okay, this is really good. And the way it flashed back to Gosling's, I keep saying Gosling, I don't know the character, 6, that's right, I knew it was a number. A 6, they kept flashing back to 6's past, and it was him as a child, and yeah, that was just really cool. But then it was immediately undercut by Lloyd getting shot by the girl that he was working with, because he was a dick to her, that's why she shot him. So yeah, that completely undercut that bit for me. So yeah, this movie was extremely disappointing for me. Yeah, so if you guys like this video, please like and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on the movie down below in the comments, or if you're excited for it, or if you're even interested in watching it. So yeah, that's my review for The Grey Man. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.